Hello darlings, how are we all? I can't sleep, it's 3 in the morning, so I thought I'd make myself useful and let's get runic. Let's pull some runes. If you're new here, I like to allow the divine to just channel through me with whatever message the collective might need at the time. And if you're returning, hello Cherubima, the Cherubima Royale, I love you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna tumble this box, okay? I'm gonna do it a little bit further away from my microphone so it doesn't mess with your sound, okay? Okay, let's have a look what's coming out, okay? That one. Ooh, lovely. We've got Tyr. Tyr. Connected with Tuesday. This guy was such a warrior and he did it for the greater good of all beings. Beautiful energy coming out. So this is a reminder that whenever we do anything in line with the divine plan, it benefits all beings and it ripples out into eternity. It's so entombed, cocooned. Everything is so connected here with this rune, and I feel like someone needs to know that even the good deeds you do that no one sees, no one hears about, the universe knows. The universe knows exactly what you're doing with your beautiful thoughts, your beautiful intentions. I feel like someone's got really big intentions to help the universe or to help people, right? I'm getting future is important for you. Paving the way to a beautiful future. Maybe this is about helping future generations and making sure life is good for people in the future, right? I feel like you could be leaving some sort of legacy or really putting your heart in the right place here. Wolves could be significant because this guy got his arm or his hand bit off by a wolf to help his whole tribe. So this is all about honor. This is all about that beautiful honor, knowing that when we do something with beautiful, good intentions, it leaves an imprint on the entire world. And you know what? A lot of the people who are changing the world in the biggest ways, no one knows they exist. And that could be how they like it, right? We can work in the background and make some major moves and really leave a legacy in a beautiful way. Because if you're doing things no one else has done before, if you're thinking thoughts in a new way, those thoughts are gathered in non-physical. So you could be creating things that other people can benefit from in the non-physical. And they're telling me to mention Christ here because the pathway that Christ took, he lived that life so that we would all have access to his energy non-physically. So I see the Christ consciousness as a bandwidth, a frequency of energy in the collective consciousness that we can all access because he walked that walk and left his legacy of Christ consciousness. So someone needs to know that something you're doing is imprinting non-physically in a beautiful way. I feel like you could be quite original and they want you to know, yes, that's a good thing. Your uniqueness is beautiful. Your uniqueness is, the universe loves it. It's like bread and butter for the universe. It's the universe's favorite thing. When people are front runners, when they're leading edge consciousness and they're paving energies for other people, they're showing me like metaphysical stepping stones. Like there's something you're doing that is going to allow others to hopscotch over, to get through things easier because you're doing it first. And they're reminding me of when someone breaks a world record and then 50 people, once they've had that inspiration, once they can see that someone else can do it, all of a sudden, they too can latch onto that energy, particularly in athletics. They see someone break a record, run a 5-minute mile or some crazy stuff like that. Then all of a sudden you get more people doing it. So something you're doing is having a big effect. A much bigger effect than you realize. So let's have a look. What do we need to know here? Clunky cards, there we go. See, there's that golden road. So it's like a golden road of thought. that you're going down. They want you to know how valuable this is. I'm getting the richness of your soul and the richness of your thoughts is really beautiful. And they want you to know that even if you're doing something in private or in secret, the universe is very pleased with the way you're taking your mind, because the Chariot in the ancient, well, the original meanings of the tarot that came in Egypt 11,000 years ago, this is the great way of the mind. The Chariot card is mastering your mind, hence the castles on the card on this one. And I channeled these through, and I just drew whatever flowed through me when I drew these cards. Someone's picked a pathway of the mind, and it's powerful and it's solid, particularly non-physically. As crazy as that sounds, you're building up some beautiful energies in your non-physical world that connects to the collective. Ace of Pentacles, there's that solidity. And your thoughts are a gift, because we've got this coin coming out of the sky here. You could find yourself quite inspired lately. You could find that you're connecting with the divine in such a powerful way that you're getting solid ideas come through, or things that you can bring into the physical. But again, it's almost like you're bridging your way from the physical to the non-physical, allowing energies to flow through you that are doing a lot of good for the world. You could be offering your insights to others. This could be the energy you carry with you, because the invisible energies you carry with you, I feel like when you're around people, you gift them that energy. It's a gift. I feel like you're generous with this. Maybe it was your soul's mission to come in and seed these magical, invisible energies everywhere you go. We've got pink roses here. See those little pink roses? So your energy is a gift to the world. And I'm hearing the word subtle. So you could really have this non-intrusive energy. You know, people could even see you as quiet, or maybe you do like to blend in, because I'm getting this real underground energy. But what I'm getting is, as subtle or as refined as you are when it comes to how you deal with people in the physical, your energies have a potent effect. So that's really cute. The fact that you could be quite unassuming, you could be quite gentle, you know, you could blend quite well. But the energies you bring with you are totally potent. You know, it's like the potency of gentility, the potency of refinement. I'm getting silk. Silk is soft and slippery in a beautiful way. Silk is so gentle and shimmering, but it has a big effect on people. It's like when you buy a beautiful bottle of perfume. It's such a small thing, isn't it? Scent, but it's so powerful at the same time. And I feel like that's what your energy's like. Your superpower is that I'm getting non-intrusive. Your energy is very gentle and non-intrusive. There we go with those sirens. But it has a big effect on people. Whether they realize it was you they got this energy from or not is beside the point. I feel like you're leaving a legacy that the non-physicals are very much aware of. They're very much aware of your job on this role, your job on this plane, I meant to say. Of course, they're aware of everything, but it's almost like you are more of a non-physical person, and you just happen to be in a vessel at the moment. But I feel like you are well known in the non-physical. I feel like you're well established, and I feel like everything you're doing in this life is for the greater good of humanity with the tear rune. Your physical existence here is a gift to humanity, and it's very selfless, very selfless. I feel like you could be someone who's already passed a lot of spiritual lessons, and I'm getting volunteer. Yeah, you volunteered to come back here. Because while you're in the flesh, yeah, they're tingling me. While you're in the flesh, Everything you bring is available to the beings on this earth. If you'd have stayed in non-physical, there's a free will thing. There are laws and clauses. No one in the non-physical is allowed to interfere with what goes on this earth unless the people on this earth can channel it or bring it in. We've got to be in a vessel to be able to influence anything truly on this planet. I feel like that's what you're doing here. You chose to come in and influence things with your subtle, silky knowledge. It's beautiful. Like everywhere you go, you could walk past someone in a shop. I'm getting bakery. You could have been in a bakery recently for someone. And they're benefiting from you just walking past them. Because you are enmeshed in the fabric of reality. You had to come in here. I'm hearing flesh suit, so you may feel a bit like, oh, what am I doing here sometimes? You know what I mean? If you're having a bad day or whatever, it's like, oh God, get me back in my spaceship kind of thing. But you're doing this for the greater good. And because you're in the flesh, you're bringing energies that can never just be projected down here without someone to be the channel, without someone being the source. They're giving me chakra systems, so the energies you flow through your chakra system are very valuable, very potent. And without you, these energies wouldn't be available. There's something about people not recognizing you for what you do, or maybe you come across like a completely different person to who you actually are. This could be somewhat of a disguise, right? Because the divine do that. The divine can put someone who is from spiritual royalty, essentially, in a situation where the humans think that you're maybe, you know, poor, maybe whatever, but it will often be opposite. It's like the real royalty get put in the most challenging situations because no one can take away their status. They're telling me you are someone in the non-physical. There are a lot of energies that look up to you. I'm getting the name Paul, Peter, the saints. Giving me like Catholic saints here. And they did bring up Jesus at the beginning of the reading. Transmission, I'm getting the transmission of energy that comes through you is monumental, and no one would necessarily think this about you if they met you, or you wouldn't tell them, or maybe people wouldn't believe you if you did tell them. And I feel like that's the whole point, you know, that's the whole point. I've got the Hanged Man here. So this life you're living, it's completely selfless is what I'm getting. You're willing to essentially, this isn't like you're sacrificing yourself, but you certainly are giving in a very selfless way in this lifetime. And it could feel like your spiritual development has been put on pause a little bit because you being on earth is like a hiatus. It's like, oh, all right, I'll go back, I'll do it. I've got a big heart. Cool, I understand. The earth needs volunteers. But it could feel to you like a little bit like, oh, you know, my spirit's got stuff to be doing, you know. They're saying in the astral realm, when you sleep, you could feel more alive in your dreams, right? Because you're going off into the astral realm, getting things done that you can't do while you're on earth. They're giving me the word pause, like maybe when you wake up in your human body on the earth, you feel like your real life has been paused. Because, you know, the version of us that we are when we sleep, and I'm getting for you, it could feel like you are multiple versions of yourself, or for someone watching this, that version of us that dreams, that we think isn't the real version of us, well, that version of us thinks that this version isn't the real version of us. The version of us that's in the astral realm when we sleep thinks that this is the dream. So it's quite funny here. It's quite funny. It's like you've got two lives. One in the astral realm and one here. What else do we need to know? I say your work is victorious. This should resonate for somebody. There we go, Ace of Cups. There's that beautiful overflowing outpouring of love. And look at all the codings. Let me see if you can, I don't know if you can see that. I've got the incense. Let me tap. There you go. They wanted me to really let you see that. And it's like you're bringing in codings from other realms. Multidimensionality is what I'm getting with you. So they're giving me source code. Like you carry a lot of codings in one vessel. And you can give various energies to various people when you're out and about, when you're living your life. This isn't just one source of healing energy or one source of powerful love elixir. This is a lot of different sources. We've got 8 streams of water on this card. Bringing peace, bringing tranquility. Beautiful lotus flower energy. And your intentions are so pure here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Completely unique energy. And completely needed in the physical. Telling me you are a ray of angelic sunshine. And they're saying don't worry about how people react to you in social situations or anything like that. Even family situations. They're saying this is just your cover story. Your human vessel is like a cover story. Your human name. And saying don't let that hypnotize you. You've got this beautiful, cosmic, galactic, multi-dimensional soul. And you're doing great work. Golden work. 5 of Pentacles. See again, look at the difference between the outside world here and the inside here with this disco ball, with all the light coming off of it. There's a contrast here. They keep giving me 180 for this, for some reason. They're giving me this energy of 2 completely different realities. Or the way people see you is completely opposite to who you are. And do you know what? A lot of the time, the more innocent you are and the more pure-hearted you are, the more humans interpret you incorrectly. You know, because I'm like a human being who's turned inside out, because I come from a non-physical perspective. For example, if I tell the truth and I tell people what I am from a childlike, innocent positioning, they think I'm being egotistical. Whereas me, I move in truth. I'm not going to act the way the rest of society acts because they're getting it wrong. So I will be childlike and say, I'm a 6th dimensional being, because for years I didn't know what was going on in my life. And yeah, I am very innocent and very childlike, but people misinterpret that. And I'm getting people misinterpret you too, because you do things differently and they project. They really cannot interpret you from any other level other than their own brain, other than their own internal world. So they assume you're saying things for the same reason they would say it for. They project their conceitedness onto other people because that's all they've got. Animalistic, conceited interpretational faculties. I'm getting you deal with that a lot. You're a very immortal being in the sense that you see through an immortal lens of consciousness. To you it's like, well, come on, we're all immortal, we're all infinite. Why can't Cleo Ra just say what she is and people accept that? When we look at a horse, we know it's a horse. When we look at a dog, we know it's a dog. When we look at a goldfish, we know it's a goldfish. But humans want to all be the same and think there's a rule set, like you've got to say this, you've got to do that, or you're getting it wrong. Stupid, really stupid, but we are all very unique. I don't get what people's problem is with people just saying the truth. But they do have a problem with that because they're brainwashed by this idea of society, by this idea of right and wrong. Oh God, don't get me started. I feel like you have issues with this. People misinterpreting you, people misinterpreting your intentions, projecting their own little inner weird ways onto you. 7 of Wands. So yeah, this could have made you quite defensive. Feeling like you're on the other side to people, feeling like they don't get you, or even that they don't like you. Because you don't blend in. You don't blend in with them. And I feel like maybe you do stay in the background for that reason. Maybe you just kind of gave up on being understood. I'm getting even in the spiritual community, I mean, the lower animal nature is no joke. The animalism of the flesh is no joke. And often people think just because they found spirituality that that's it, I'm spiritual now. Nuh-uh, no. And that, you know, I don't like the word ego because I've got my opinions, but that lower animal nature when it comes to spirituality, it gets fired up. People think, ooh, you know, I've got not, or whatever, you know. And they can be even worse in the spiritual community because they get jumped up, as we say in the UK. Gets them feeling like they're in a superior positioning. They need to learn the basics. They need to get that animal nature under control. You could have found people being quite jealous of you just for being honest. And I feel like you're coming in here with an innocence with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's this thing about blending. Blending. 5 of Wands here. It's like maybe every time you've tried to blend or get along with people, it gets their backs up. It's because you're running from pure source code, pure source energy. And they are driven by their lower animal nature. They're driven by the need to compete, to compare. And they're following a rule book that's not even real. It only exists in their head. They're not following universal law. I'm getting 3D spirituality. Maybe you're coming up against this. People who are still trapped in the matrix. The spiritual matrix. And that's an even worse trap to be stuck in. Because the people who are stuck in the spirituality 3D matrix think that they're free. So you try convincing someone who thinks they're free that actually they're in a trap of false freedom. It's not easy. You know, it's really not easy. This is all a consciousness, game of consciousness. So I feel like, you know, Spirit really wants someone to know that you are like this angelic source code, bringing in the energy of saints, accessing the true Christ consciousness and knowing what that means. Higher beings are really associated with you. You could feel like you yourself are essentially an alien or a galactic or a higher being. Beyond star-seeded, right? 3 of Swords. We've got the 3 of Swords with may all of your alien dreams come true, with the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is funny. It's like you're getting exactly what your soul wants. You're doing things on this earth plane that your soul wanted to do, and you're doing it very well, but there is this feeling of pain here. So perhaps you picked a genetic line. Something about the genetic line you picked, it's like you picked a genetic line that you could purge a lot of energy from, but I feel like there's something emotional about the family you chose to incarnate into. So maybe you're purging energies for that particular human bloodline. They're telling me it's not over yet. You know that song? Is it Olive? I'm not singing that, it goes too high. I'll sing it on a low level. You know that song? It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet. I think she says, I still believe. They don't want you to stop believing that you can have dreams coming true on the earth plane. Because you've cooked up a lot of good karma here. It's like there's a lot waiting to flood onto your timeline. Show me. Page of Cups. 4 of Swords. Judgment and the Tower. It's almost like you've conjured up so much good energy by doing your work on the earth plane that something's going to hit your timeline in a surprising way, and it's going to be after you have a rest period. Could even be that you're going through a period of time where you can't be dealing with humans. Maybe you're in timeout, you're putting yourself in a sanctuary kind of mode maybe. But after some sort of recovery, the spirit is going to transform, and this is the higher self moving into the vessel in a really powerful way. Ganesh energy, blessed. There's this energy of you are getting a lot of blessings hitting your timeline. Whether that's something you want or expect is irrelevant. This is what you've earned and this is what you're getting. Despite any feelings of heartbreak, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, you will be satisfied on the physical plane, okay? They want you to accept your status, and they're putting this across. They want you to accept your God-like status as a pure, they're showing me it like you are the arm of God, like an extension of God on a pure level, okay? There's no distortion with you, and people find that hard when they come across a being who is not distorted. They misinterpret you, but you're getting these blessings coming in the physical in a very satisfying way. So they're saying don't give up because you've done so much good work. It's like the dam is going to break. Something's going to hit your timeline straight from the headquarters, straight from the crown, from the top of the pyramid, straight from God. And they can be jealous, right? I don't know why they're putting that through me, but they're gonna be, someone around you could be jealous, or the humans might be I don't know. Let them be jealous. This is what you've earned. 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. You could feel a little bit stuck at the moment. 2 of Pentacles. So let yourself recover, and you're going to recharge with the Judgment energy. Angelic energy all over this reading. 7 of Pentacles. 722. It's funny because they just gave me poker. In poker, the worst hand statistically that you can be holding is a 7-2 offsuit, meaning a 7 and a 2 that are not of the same suit. So you could feel like you've been dealt. I'm telling you, you could feel like you've been dealt a crusty poker hand, but they're saying no. You're gonna realize you were holding the aces all along. That's why they were, no way, that's why they were going on about the aces and my Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You've been holding the aces the whole time, and you're gonna see physical evidence of this. Okay, you've been on the victorious pathway this whole time. Your dreams are going to come true on this earth. So I don't know what you've been dreaming about. This is wish fulfillment and pure satisfaction. Pure satisfaction. Someone could have been born in, you know, we don't see the ghetto as a bad word where I come from. Someone could have been born somewhere that others see as ghetto or hood or whatever. They're saying, yeah, often the astral royalty will incarnate in places that other humans judge. Your dreams are protected here. 7 of Wands energy. You are crowned. Doesn't matter how things look in your life, you are crowned. Justice. Justice on the 5 of Pentacles. You're getting that disco ball. The disco ball is going to be in your life. It's going to be flowing light around. This is symbolic, of course, although you could be someone with a disco ball, so look out for that. 9 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Wands twice with the 9 of Wands. You're heavily protected, and they know you've been through things where in the eyes of other humans it may look like some sort of humiliation ritual. You may have had to go through things that were wounding or didn't feel good. This may have hypnotized you into not realizing who you truly were, because human beings, they live in a hypnotic state, and you've got to be really aware of the subconscious mechanisms of your own psyche to get past that conditioning. So it could have really conditioned you where you grew up or the kind of family you were around. Empress on the Ace of Cups. You've definitely healed some sort of family wound. I feel like you took on human genetics that were particularly prone to deep emotions, or maybe getting stuck in their emotions, and you've cracked that somehow with the 9 of Pentacles. You've put roots down on this earth for your bloodline that have switched it up. Raise the frequency for the whole bloodline. They're showing me this like a vein of light. You've put the light through from the start to the future. Empress energy, I told you. Pure angel, pure conduit for gorgeous energy. Yeah, they're tingling me now. Male or female, this is nurturing, beautiful energy. People might not have ever seen you as who you truly were. And Spirit's saying they don't need to. They'll see the rewards. They will see the bounty. Let them judge. Let them be jealous. You shall know a man by his fruits, and you shall certainly know this Empress by her fruits. Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, you're getting some kind of heaven on earth. And this might be unexpected for anyone who's around you. They thought you were holding a 7-2 offsuit. They thought you had no cards to play with. Turns out you had the aces, the angel aces. Now, Spirit, God's going to show them how mighty he is by giving you your heaven on earth. Repaying your investment. You would have done this lifetime for nothing, just because you love to love, just because God asked you to do it, or the elders asked you to do it. The shamans in non-physical, the guides, they wanted you to come here, and you would have happily done it to serve them. So now they are happily serving you up this beautiful slice of heaven. Show me. King of Swords with the Chariot. So this is some sort of authority of the mind, the great way of the mind, and the King of Swords, that intellect, that clarity, that higher vantage point. Oh, you've got a beautiful mind, a beautiful mind. Two of Cups here with the Ace of Pentacles. The flow you bring in is immense. 12th house energies are highlighted here. So again, I brought up the subconscious mind a little minute ago. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you can read your own subconscious mind like I can. Maybe you're very aware of the human condition and you just think it's funny being in a human vessel because you can see through your own human nature and you can laugh at that animalistic side of yourself, whereas other humans get stuck in that animalistic side of themselves. Their consciousness is controlled by those lower chakras. A lot of them, you know. Not my viewers. Spirit's like, not your viewers, Cleo. You know, I feel like, you know, whoever I'm speaking to, it's switched around, this 180 thing. You see life from the non-physical. You see life from the spiritual side, truly. You live behind this curtain. It's normal for you to just think, come on, we're immortal. We're all in a flesh vessel. Can't people see the funny side of that? No, because they're owned by the flesh. You're not. You're running on pure spirit. You're running on this pure, beautiful source code. The world. Your world is not this world. Your world is the non-physical world. This world to you is a little hiatus. Could be something beautiful coming in relationships with the Four of Wands. I'm getting that you're the sort of person, you don't need many people. Maybe just one real one would be nice, you know, and that's the energy I'm getting. One real one. That's all I need. Okay. Let's pull one of these to close up. Show me. What does my beautiful viewer need? Wow. Hope. This is the Star card energy, number 17. This is what you offer the world. And what I'm being told here, you see how we've got a golden carpet going up there and we've got a golden carpet here. Because you would have happily done this whole lifetime with no expectation of reward, God is putting all of these cups, 9 cups of satisfaction, complete satisfaction, on a golden carpet just for you. Because you're so selfless and you're so beautiful and you do what needs to be done. Yeah, destiny. They're saying just because you're star-seeded or you're angelic, just because you feel more comfortable in non-physical, you are still in a vessel. You do still get to manifest and you do still get to get the things you want. They're saying enjoy the physical rewards. They are spiritual and they are yours. You're a star, baby. And this is beautiful. God's offering you back what you offer the world. And you're getting it, whether you want it or not. Coming straight from the crown, baby. So I hope this reading's helped somebody. And I love you guys loads. Mwah.